Hey, Mike Huber, Moneyball Hitter Magazine, lead columnist here, team hitting specialist. We're wrapping up our reviews of all the teams. And today we're talking about the Washington Nationals, whom we like as a hitting team. They've been pretty consistent the last 3 years. Their hitting numbers aren't that great. But they are ranked 12th. I mean, they hit 253 as a team and slugged 393. That's about average in the league. The league is really, really down. 253 used to be, 10, 15 years ago, if you had 253, you would have been the last place hitting team in the league. Okay? But comparably right now, it's good enough to make the playoffs, which the Nationals have been able to do in the last couple of years, and uh, and they've kept their lineup pretty clean here. So they're not quite what we call a Moneyball hitting championship team, and we understand that they may be able to get into playoffs, and their pitching staff is so good to help them get there. But they're not hitting themselves through the playoffs. They have only a couple of star hitters. Jason Worth is one of the star hitters. He is 16 home runs. I think he hit 293 last year. And then there was another guy called Anthony Randon who hit 21 home runs and 287. So those are the two-star hitters. And, we've gone through a lot of the teams in the major leagues. And there's guys hitting 30, 35, 40 home runs, and these guys aren't even close. But they make our star hitter test or criteria because all you need to do is hit 270 over 15 home runs. And nowadays you're a star hitter according to our criteria comparably to the rest of the teams. The good thing about this team is they got a lot of chip-in hitters. Remember, we said we need 4 star hitters to really crank a team throughout the year, get them through the playoffs, and make a good run in the playoffs. Washington's got 2, but they have about 5 or 6 good chip-in players, and we want about at least 4 of them. Okay. Everybody talks about Bryce Harper. He is not a star hitter. Quit thinking that he is. Okay. He's usually a 260 hitter, and sometimes he's gotten up to 20 home runs, I think is probably what his best is, or his average is. Anyway, last year, certainly he was not. I predicted, and I have written an article maybe a year and a half ago, predicting Harper was not going to be the guy that everybody projected him at because of his swing. We'll talk about that a little bit later. So he hit 273, 13 home runs. He did chip in. Wilson Ramos, I believe the catcher, 267, 11 home runs. Adam LaRouche, who's now gone. He's going to the White Sox, but he had 259, 25 or 26 home runs. And then Ian Desmond hit 24 home runs, but he only hit 255. And Denard Span, their leadoff hitter, did his job, 302 hitter, 5 home runs. So a lot of good chip-in guys. So they're dangerous up and down the lineup, but not scary. Okay? Potentially, they're dangerous. They've got really a lot of talent. They're hitting way under their potential for most of these guys. Okay? They're hitting way underneath their potential. Okay? But right now, it's good enough, to do well in the league. Okay? We think that Bryce Harper here at Moneyball, we have seen him make some changes last year, especially after he came off the injury, and he's starting to stay back more in his swing and trying to lift the ball off of his back leg instead of going from back to front. And we have noted that he has needed to make this change. Maybe he read one of our articles or something like that. I don't know. But he has been poster child by hitting coaches and video analysis technicians as the guy that has the great swing out there. And we have told our fans, no, he doesn't have the greatest swing. And if you swing like he swings, you can watch your power numbers and your batting average numbers go down significantly. Okay? The only reason that he gets away, or that he's gotten away with driving off the back leg fiercely into the ball to the front leg, is because he is a phenomenal athlete. And most of us aren't. Okay? Nobody can control their body like that with a forceful push off the ground like that unless you're big, strong, and athletic. The fact that he can hit 15 home runs and hit 270 like that is a miracle in itself. Bryce Harper, if he's listening, is 20 home runs underneath his potential and 50 points underneath his potential batting average. I think he seems to know this and maybe get it because he's had a darn problem with sitting back and hitting off-speed pitches. So they throw him breaking pitches all the time, okay? Because he just goes from back to forward. Breaking pitch, he's done. So now he's learning how to stay back. And if you go to our Moneyball Hitter magazine.com, it's moneyballhitter.com, but Moneyball Hitter magazine, we will show you the before videos of him swinging, his poster child swing, as to say, and now the changes that he made last year. Okay? And it's going to make a huge difference, and I think if he keeps these changes up and he starts to slip his back hip into the ball instead of his front hip, it's going to be quite of a difference. So I would say if he keeps with the adjustment, sticks with what he's doing, look for 30 home runs for Bryce Harper. This is my prediction. And he hits near 300. Okay? And that will more than make up for the loss of Adam LaRouche this year. How about that? And just one guy can probably get the team into the playoffs and through the playoffs with putting up numbers like that. How about that? Okay? Now he becomes a superstar player. So they're going to need Bryce Harper to do that. Okay? And I want to talk briefly about these poster child hitters like Bryce Harper. If you ever see anybody that's regularly postered on video analysis as he's got the greatest swing and you should swing like this is what he's doing in the swing type of thing. Okay? First of all, no hitting coach can tell you or teach you how to swing through a video analysis. Okay? Accurately. Maybe there's a couple out there, I don't know, okay? But I'm just going to tell you that most of them cannot. So if you see that, you can look with it with curiosity, but don't look at it seriously. I'm just telling you right now. It will screw you up, okay? How do we know? We just did all the team reviews of all 29, 30 of these teams in the major leagues. We know they're all doing the video analysis, side-by-side comparisons and everything like that, trying to break down the swing, and they've been doing it seriously for the last 5 to 10 years, and hitting's getting worse. Don't do it. And if you see anybody poster child like Bryce Harper, he's probably got some major flaws in his swing, and they don't know how to teach through video analysis anyway. What's going on in the swing is going on underneath the swing, not what you see on the outside. You can only see a couple of things on the outside. When the swing starts, you can't see what's happening. It becomes like invisible. Okay? If you don't believe me, go try and do your video analysis and try to get yourself better that way. Send me a note saying, I got so much better because I got a video analysis done and I had a great year because of the video analysis that got done. Okay? Send me a note. I'm sure maybe there's some of you out there that have gotten better, but there's more, probably 90% that get worse, okay? And the rhythm of the swing gets screwed up somehow, some way, because you're thinking too much because of this video analysis crap that's going on out there, okay? So, you know, Bryce Harper recently has been poster child. His old swing has, anyway, where he goes from back to front and he pops his hips. So they're trying to, you know, convince you that you should have a linear type of swing that goes back to front, and then you should pop your hips right on contact. And that's what Bryce Harper does. That's why he only hits 260 with 20 home runs. And he's not hitting to his potential at all. He's not even a star hitter, for crying out loud. Okay? So if you go out and try to do what Bryce Harper does, your hitting won't get any better. I will guarantee that 90% of the time. Okay? So they like the poster child. Who else did they? Albert Pujols. Okay? Albert Pujols, who I think has a really, really good swing. It's not the greatest swing in the world. Why do I say that? How could you say that? Albert Pujols is one of the greatest hitters of all time. He's 6'4", 250 pounds, long arms, one of the strongest guys in Major League Baseball. He cannot hardly hit a base hit to right field, and I've never seen him hit a home run to right field. He hits his home runs mostly to left field, and sometimes he'll crank one dead center. Okay? He's pretty much of a pull hitter. You teach pull hitting to a regular, normal hitter, they're going to have a lot of problems in their swing. Okay? They're going to have a lot of problems in their swing. So Albert Pujols is like a rotational hitter on an inside pitch, and on an outside pitch, he's a linear hitter. Okay, so he switches the swing up a little bit. Okay, which I would never teach that. Okay, I would never teach that, and especially if I'm a right-handed hitter, I don't want to be pulling all the time. So another poster child video analysis mistake. Okay, you're going to get yourself in trouble with that sort of stuff. And then even before that was Alex Rodriguez, who is one of the few hitters in the history of hitting that swings down on the ball and has success. Okay? Not Albert Pujols' success, but he's had success throughout his career. Okay? And he probably didn't even know what he was doing until he got to the New York Yankees and with Kevin Long. And I show you a video of him working out with Kevin Long and just axing his swing straight down on the ball off the tee. No wonder his power numbers went considerably down when he went to the Yankees. Like 15 home runs a year. Okay, when he started working with Kevin Long with the Yankees. And Kevin Long said, you got to be more of a downward swinger and use your back knee to drive it into the ball. Watch the video, okay? I ain't fooling around with this, okay? So, and his batting average numbers went down about 30 points every year, you know? I mean, when he was with the Mariners and the Rangers and stuff like that, he was hitting over 300, hitting like 45 bombs, okay? So, you know, these poster child swings that you should be swinging like this because this person is good at what he does, I would stay clear of that, and all the answers aren't there, okay? All the answers aren't there. And especially anybody teaching from an outside perspective, looking outside on video analysis, you're going to get half the stuff wrong. What you think that you see is what's not really going on the inside part of the muscles. Okay? Don't take that advice just because I studied kinesiology and that's one of my majors and master's degree that I got in. Just take it for your career. Okay? Just take it very seriously. Steer away from all this video analysis stuff. Be curious, don't take it seriously. Okay? Because it's not going to help you out. And it's not helping hitting out right now because all the major league clubs are doing it and everybody's getting worse. Period. Okay, so let's get back to the Washington Nationals. So they got some guys up and down the lineup that need to be reckoned with by a pitcher. They're good enough to make the playoffs. They're not a Moneyball hitting team. They're very, very close. They do hit underneath their potential. Hitting 253 is not really, really good. Their pitching staff is tremendous. Bryce Harper could be the guy if he sticks with these swing changes to go from chip-in status to superstar status and maybe bring the rest of his team up with him. It is a possibility. But if we were with Bryce Harper for 5 minutes, we'd show him how to release the back hip. Because he's staying back now. He doesn't know how to use his back hip because he's never really used it. He uses his front hip. Okay? So we would show him that trick. It would take us 5 minutes to show him. 5 minutes. That would be it. Okay? And then we truly believe that his career would really, really take off. But this is what he's trying to do actually right now. He just doesn't know how to do it. But we think he'll slip into it natural because it's kind of a natural swing. Okay? So we like Washington Nationals. They're probably going to go back to the playoffs again. And we do think Bryce Harper is the carrot, the diamond of this team. And if he does what he's been doing since he's been a rookie, they're going to have the same results. Okay? Maybe making the playoffs, but not doing anything in it. Okay? So they did lose a hitter or two. Adam LaRousse last year, 25 home runs. They lost it. A lot of these hitters got to make up for it. And they got a new hitting coach, Shu, his last name is. Okay? Last year he really didn't get the team any better than it was previous. So he's probably a non-factor like all the rest of them are. Okay? So doesn't look like they got anybody really coming up that's going to help them from the minor leagues or anything. So what they got is what they got. So they got to stay injury-free. I think their pitching is going to get them there, and their hitting is going to be just good enough. Bryce Harper, you're the key. Okay? Anybody who knows Bryce Harper, get him to this video, because we are not messing around. Right now we're working with some minor leaguers right now who have the same problem. Okay? And they're going to light it up this year, and we'll be talking about that as we go along in that magazine, in this magazine also. We also have a lot of articles about why minor leaguers never make it to the major leagues. Okay? Because of all the crap that they're being taught, and how we could actually take a minor leaguer, show them the goods, show them the proper swing, show them the truth, show them how to get more bat speed, how to stay back, how to hit curveballs, how to have more quality swings, more quality at bats, how to get away from situational hitting and two-strike hitting, and be able to control your body, and be able to put a good, effective rotational swing on it, which they're not being taught, but if they did, their numbers would go up tremendously. Okay? So, look for our website, because we've got a lot of articles about how we get minor leaguers to get where they need to go. And where they're at right now, 253 home runs is what probably the league averages in the minor leagues. Ain't going to do it, and they're going to get cut within 1 to 2 years. If you don't want to get cut, you better find the right types of people or technologies or techniques that are going to help you, because you're getting served up in the minor leagues by big ego coaches who think that they know what they're talking about, and you're not putting up the numbers, but you're listening to them, aren't you? That's too bad. Okay? That's too bad, but we're here to help you out, and that's all that we have for today. If you're watching this video, go to the moneyballhitter.com website. We've got a free membership there. We've got all our articles and videos, all the team reviews. You could actually see, I posted up some videos of Alex Rodriguez working out with Kevin Long with the Yankees, striking straight down on the ball. We've got the video of Bryce Harper, his old swing versus now his new swing. And my prediction is Harper's going to hit, if he keeps it up, 30 home runs and over 280 next year, just with his changes that he's got. Okay, so go to the magazine and you can see all those videos and some more details about what we're talking about here. Okay, Mike Huber, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you next time. Go Nationals!